Hey, Siran, when guys like Micah and Jordan are raving about your athleticism and talking about how much you can do on a team, how much is that, how much does that maybe give you confidence or even, make you feel like, wow, I'm really respecting these guys as well?
It pushes me or whatever because I know I make mistakes, just like everybody else make mistakes. But they look at me one of those guys that you can do anything if you just put your mind to it or whatever. So whenever my number's called or when my number's not called, or I'm just playing special teams or whatever it is, I just try to do my part and do my best at doing that.
So there's a part of it where you're kind of living up to that, you're trying to?
Oh, always live up to that. It ain't even a try about that one. I know what's at task, and I know what's at stake here. Especially with the guys up at the top of the office, and with the expectations for me. And I try to live up to that expectation, just like the guys that that's on this roster as well.
You're kind of like the Swiss Army knife of the secondary. You do it all. We've seen you play safety early on, been in the box, play slot, now you've been outside. Is there a place where you feel most comfortable in what you're doing?
Uh, that's a trick question.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm actually loving every position. I'm not gonna say just one because I'm actually getting pretty comfortable at corner as well. I have a couple hiccups here and there, but just like Trey White talked to me all the time. He was like, he's the top corner in this league, and he give up passes, he give up touchdowns. So just listening to that from that guy, it really pushes me even harder. Like, okay, you messed up on that rep. What you gonna do on the next rep? Don't make the same mistakes. So that's what I do as I go on the field. It's like, all right, Siran, go do what you do. That's what the coach say. Go do what you do, make plays, and that's what I do.
Okay. How hard will it be, if at all, this year to think about this is the last year of your contract? You want to show what you can do, play defense, get on the field in that capacity, knowing that.
I don't really too much worry about the contract thing. I let that handle itself. I just do what I can do and handle what I can handle and control what I control on my part. Because if I don't do my part, that part not gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So just like everything else that they throw at me, I just control and do what I do. So those guys can, be happy with the results.
Siran, when we ask about you to other players and to Leslie Frazier, a lot of people have said, of course, you have athleticism that other players don't have, but they also have spoken to the way that you've grown since coming to the Bills. So how do you think you've grown and evolved as a player since coming to Buffalo?
Yeah, that's a good one. The coaching staff think I'm invincible. Like JB, the corners coach, he told me yesterday, I was like, Coach, what if I came up to you and I told you I was tired? He was like, I'll turn my back on you, or whatever. He like, because I know you can do it, or whatever. So just that thing apart, I just actually love it, or whatever, just staying healthy and just doing everything to my best ability. And those guys just saying that about me, or whatever, really makes me believe that they trust me now, and definitely growing into this role of whatever I got to do to help my team. That's just what it is. So the mature part definitely comes along with the game. From year one to year now, it's just like I see things that I didn't used to see. I treat my body differently. The eating part, I eat a couple burgers here and there, but as athletes, we burn food pretty fast. But like being mature in this game, it goes a long way or whatever. And I try to tell some of the young guys that when they come in, they get upset when the coach get on to them, or they feel like certain things ain't going their way, so they hold their head down. But like stamps all over this building or whatever, it's a process, and that's just what it is. You just gotta. It's a love-hate thing, but you gotta love it at the end of the day if you're gonna stay in this league. And you can't think about the bad things. You think about the bad things, you're not gonna do your job. So that's why I try to tell everybody that have that problem. And it's a great thing with me that I have grown and matured to that point to where certain things gonna go bad and certain things gonna go good, but don't listen to either one of them. Focus on that moment.
How do you think this preseason has been valuable to you these last two preseason games?
It's definitely been a battle. First preseason game, here and there. Second preseason game here and there, but that's part of it. Different roles. It's just part of the learning curve. I know I'm gonna make a mistake here and there, but I know what's at stake doing the same thing. I know what's the situation and I know what's going on, but I feel like it's a process still in that, you know, you get into your first preseason game, you knock the rust off. You get in your second preseason game, you're doing a little bit better, you get a third preseason game, but all this is just a build-up into the first season, into the rest of the season. You know, everything is just a process, just keep climbing.
With the preseason giving you that chance to work through rust or mistakes, do you notice any difference of just having 3 games to do it now, or for you or for the teams to work through things?
Nah, I ain't gonna even say nothing about the numbers because, like, you know, the rest of the guys are asking me, I done been all over the field. So the thing is for me is being in shape. You know I'm gonna have to, you know, run down on kickoff, do my thing on there, and whatever they throw me at on defense, it is what it is. But, you know, and during this process, it's just like, you know, stay on top of it or whatever, make mistakes, move forward. That's how I look at it.
Have you seen Dane Jackson grow as a player from year one?
Oh, tremendously. And, you know, that's one thing that the guys do a good job at the top office. They bring in guys like him, you know, and a young guy like him, you know, he's pretty athletic too or whatever, but he's grown tremendously and understanding the ins and outs of the defense and knowing what his help at and, you know, but like I say, you know, everybody just got that thing where they got to really do, but he's one of the guys that really, you know, coming along in the defense.